Hi friends, this is Finny. I have not uploaded in 7 long years, but I am back and I am older than ever and everything hurts. You might be asking, after 7 years, why are you back? Well, I got inspired to make a video and I actually made it last night and I hated every single moment of it. I had no idea what I was doing and I went off on a long tangent, and I don't think I could hire an editor who would want to do that job. If I can't stand watching it, do I really want someone else watching it? Probably not. Yesterday I got all done up to do some video recording. No. Today we went with no pants, the gamer, and a beanie. And you might be asking, I can hear your air conditioner in the background, you idiot. Why are you wearing a sweater and a beanie? One, the sweater, I just don't want to show off my arms. I have meaty arms. The beanie is actually an homage to what inspired me to revive my channel, and that is thanks to H3H3 Productions, Ethan and Ela Klein. They made a podcast and did a segment on this YouTuber, Lance210. I was at work and I had my headphone in, I was listening to the podcast, and when I heard this, I immediately tweeted out that I needed to make a video and that I had never felt such inspiration. So I guess I should say thank you to the H3H3 podcast as well as Lance Stewart. I heard bits and pieces, but I had never heard the full song. I was just astounded by what qualifies as music. Lance is an interesting specimen. His content is wildly varied. He has this song now. He has a lot of pranks, a lot of the gone sexual pranks. My neighbors must hate me. He does pranks, exploitation of his girlfriend, exploitation of his family. He does some stuff that is sort of aimed towards a younger demographic. I think we need to review the song because it is, I don't even know what to call it. It's a masterpiece in its own right because of how terrible it is. And it has the most generic lyrics, but at the same time, the most peculiar sets of words. And this made the trending page. That is what is so bizarre. You know, there are so many talented YouTubers and YouTubers who came over from the Viner invasion. We have people like Cody Ko and Noel Miller. You have Michaela Long, who is just a darling to watch. You have people who are originally YouTubers, who like Gus Johnson and Eddie Burback, Jenna Marbles, Julian Solomita, and obviously H3H3. I mentioned them earlier. Love them. Tip of the beanie to you. Wide ranges of people. These people don't make the trending page. PewDiePie, who has 96 million subscribers, barely makes it there. But somehow Lance Stewart snaked his way into the trending page. Back to the song. The lyrics are honestly, they're redundant, so they're kind of unforgettable. Back to the song. The lyrics are honestly, they're redundant, so they're kind of unforgettable. I'm lost, I'm found, I'm lost, I'm found. Like, don't make a lick of sense, but you know, when you have a demographic of like 8 to 14, I guess you need to be a little bit easy. In his lyrics that he so graciously includes in the description, there are spelling mistakes, which I normally wouldn't be really on about. It just goes to show you that there was no effort put into this. puts, heavy lies the crown without a queen. But instead of putting Lies, which is what it would be, just like you would lie down in bed, the crown is lying down on your head. Bars. He put Lyes. Lie is a caustic substance. Lie is what they use to break down bodies. Lie is corrosive. I don't think Lance has more than 2 brain cells firing in that skull of his. Someone's got to knock him down a peg. So, I'm going to be looking down at my phone because if I put this up on the other screen, you will see the reflection of Lance's big mug in my glasses, and you don't need to see him more than what's necessary. Oh, I should also mention that his video is one big epilepsy warning. I've contracted the epilepsy mother. To all the ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folks and everyone in between, please heed this warning. Editor Finney, make sure that you put an epilepsy warning in, because it is massively an epilepsy trigger. If you have a seizure disorder, I advise you to not watch this video. There are some dark scenes, but it's a lot of like high contrast, so it's strange. That is going to be my it's gonna be my tagline for this. It's strange, a Lance Stewart story. Right off the bat. So he also hyper focuses on this big statue that says love. I mean, it is a really big part of this video.
Your silhouette inside my king size. Heavy lies, the crown without the queen. I'm lost, I'm lost, I'm found. I'm lost, I'm found. I'm lost, I'm lost, I'm found. I'm lost, I'm found.
That gave me indigestion. For the most part, listening to this song, all I could think of was like Lance running around a mall while his grandmother hid behind a vending machine. The way it's portrayed is not that of someone who is aching for a lost love. It's of someone who literally lost their parents in the mall and now they're searching. This whole song, it's like if you gave a power ballad a Xanax.
I'm found too many visions from this place of you and me. See your silhouette inside my king size. Heavy lies, the crown without the queen.
You know, it's really hard to come up with some sort of commentary when the only thing I can say is it's shit. Oh god, this imagery of him in the fountain. He's in the middle of a fountain, holding his head like he has a migraine, probably thinking, shit, if I break up with my girlfriend, I can't use her yitties to make thumbnails anymore. What am I gonna do? Use my own? I don't know, dude. You could have been outside of the fountain and had it in the background. You didn't even really get wet, you just got your shoes soaking wet. Maybe the fountain skit would have worked better if he actually got it somewhere besides his $1,000 shoes. It would probably be more effective if it, went something like I'm lost. I'm found. Many places remind me of how much I can't sing. My boyfriend's gonna be home and be like, why the fuck is the floor wet over here? Worth it for the meme. Are you kidding me? He has this shot, probably the best shot out of the entire music video. It's like a nice cityscape behind him, and there's like the sunset kind of glowing over his shoulder. Alright, it's not a bad composition. There are 2 random joggers running by.
How did it go so left when me and you's the right fit?
You couldn't have edited that out, Lance. The rest of your video is a seizure. but you decide not to put your flashy nonsense in there when it would have been appropriate for a transition. Couldn't have reshot it. The sun doesn't go down in 35 seconds. In summary, for the 48 contiguous states, Lance, that means the states that are touching each other. You're part of that. No worries. You're part of that. California hasn't disconnected from us yet. For the 48 contiguous states, it takes anywhere from 70 to 100 minutes for it to get dark after sunset. One good composition in your entire video. Your video of 2 minutes. For the 48 contiguous states, it takes anywhere from 70 to 100 minutes for it to get dark after sunset. One good composition in your entire video. Your video of 2 minutes and 48 seconds, because I do not count that intro as part of it, because it is literally you driving your car through a tunnel. It looks like when I go to the Prudential Center, okay? You could have reshot that, and that would have been more effort than this entire video. I've edited my footage down. You really want to watch me like look out the window every single time a fucking motorcycle goes by? Let's get back into it, shall we? I really love the thumbnail for it and the fact that he put the Vivo stamp on it. I don't know what it is with these YouTubers who are not on Vivo who put that on there. Vivo must be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I would never. Then again, you wouldn't think Genius would either, but here we are living in a timeline where Genius interviews people like Lance Stewart and Lele Pons and the backpack flossing kid, Abby Hanna with her monster meme. We are living in the worst timeline, y'all. The thumbnail is just... That's what I look like when I forget something that I needed for work. Oh shit. This is not the look of someone who just broke up with their long-term girlfriend. God bless the shot of him lying on the sidewalk like a forgotten dog turd. It is the epitome of how I feel. It is something on the sidewalk that I don't want to step in, but good lord, it stinks to high heavens and I can't help but notice it. His shots are just so stupid. You can't wait for people to get out of your frame. Did you do this like in one day, one take? It's just like, I'm gonna just change my t-shirt. I'm gonna change my t-shirt into a long sleeve shirt and we'll call it a day. I don't want to do another shot. It's gonna take too long and I'm too tired. Did you see me? I went into a fountain, for fuck's sake. I would throw up if I wasn't frightened of throwing up. This is the most nauseating, seizure-inducing video. Stop with the flashing. God damn. What the fuck would you do if you got text messages that were like, I'm lost, I'm lost, I'm found? I would think that he was having a stroke or something. Okay, this is absolutely about him being a toddler. Because every 10 seconds I'm like, Lance, get off the sidewalk. Lance, get out of the fountain. Lance, get out of the middle of the street. We found out that Lizzie is not his girlfriend, not his fiance, not his ex-girlfriend or ex-fiance, but his babysitter. Makes a lot more sense now. Really going with that theme of the I'm a lost child, I need help. It's one of those like kid leashes. This one scene is just, mwah. It said that sunset scene was the best composition. I fully retract that statement. He is jumping up and down in the middle of a sidewalk, a public sidewalk, being filmed, jumping up and down like a toddler and singing and flailing his arms. I'm lost, I'm found. I was not part of it. I literally almost killed myself. Quality content here. So let's wrap this up. I have about 21 seconds left, and that is 21 seconds more than I would like. The acrylic nail shows up, knocking on the door. He opens the door, gives his cheeky smile. It's a tongue thing. I don't know. He just does. And we get a plug for buying it at the end. Great. You put out a song that you knew would get millions of views because you have millions of impressionable fans who say, like, oh, I don't expect it to get to the top of the charts. You literally beg your fans to stream and buy this song so it gets you to the top of the charts. It's exactly what Jake Paul did with It's Everyday Bro. The only difference is Jake Paul had a stronger chokehold on his infantile audience than you do. Anyone can move their voice up and down. Not everyone can be a singer. You have to practice, you have to put in effort. But your tone-deaf, egomaniac ass will not do that because you think you're better than that. Well, Mama's here to tell you that you are not. I'm sure you don't need to hear that after you made a fucking 10-minute video where you literally picked probably the kindest comments out of all of them to get upset about. I would be so disappointed in myself if I made a shit video. Like I said, I'm redoing this video because my other one was so shit. I'm gonna have to edit down a fuck ton of footage. What can we conclude from this? That he's garbage. Lance, you need to get some no men. Get out of the yes men territory. We see how well it worked for Jake Paul and Logan Paul. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. It ran on a little bit longer than I had anticipated. I have a lot of argumentative stuffed in me. Just had to let it out somehow, and Lance, you happen to be the perfect specimen for this. If you did like this video and would like to see more, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I don't know how frequently I will put out videos because I have a full-time job and I work the opposite shift of my partner, so sometimes coming across free time is a little bit tricky. But make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I do upload. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, my little saplings. I hope you have a great day. Bye!